All right, I'm going to do a quick and dirty two-player race. It is Waluigi versus Luigi. Luigi has pole position. I'm going to try to explain the rules as I go, but I'm just doing this quick, and my overhead situation is not the greatest. So if the camera moves or gets bumped or falls, I'll just continue on. First thing, Luigi got pole position. It's in gear phase 1. Fix that. So he's going to do a medium. Forward. Roll 5 dice. You don't have to roll dice, but you can if you want to. I hope you guys can see this because this is what I'm doing. He's going to take a hazard to re-roll. You can do this once per turn. Slide and spin isn't a terrible thing. So he is going to use the shift from the template to shift up to gear 2. Use this to cancel that shift. He is going to gain 1 coin, cancel this shift, or cancel this hazard. So he's in gear 2 with 1 extra coin, canceling that hazard. He is also going to slide and spin at the end, which is going to gain him 2 hazards after you move. So I'm going to get those templates, slide, or the template, not templates. So when I'm going to try to show you the proper technique. You put 2 fingers on the template when you move, and to hold it down, and you pick up the eraser and put them at the other end. Now this template here on the bottom of this card is wider than the slide template, so we center it. He's going to face this way, hold down the template, push up against it. And then he is going to rotate up to 90 degrees. He's just going to go basically straight ahead. He'll go a little bit over that way. And that's his turn. Now, in gear phase 1, Waluigi's going to do the same thing. Perfectly straight. He's going to have 6 dice. A little bit better. He's going to take 1 hazard to re-roll these. Okay, that is 7 shifts because he has 1 shift from the template. So he's going to shift up to 3. Shift. Use these to cancel the hazards he would got. Then I'm going to gain 3 coins. Actually, I'm going to gain 2 coins and remove this hazard. Okay, he's going to move to the end of the template. I'm going to hold on to the template. Still hard to do, leaning over. Put that like so. Then, I was thinking about boosting, but then, yeah, let's boost. It'll be fun. I'm going to spend these 3 coins here to boost, which is put the small template, wherever I put it. Here it is. You don't gain any of these symbols on this template to boost. Move to the end of the template. And my activation. Now, Luigi thinks he's going to be good. So he is going to do a medium forward in gear phase 2. You should pass without a lot of issues. He's going to roll 5 dice. You don't have to roll dice. He officially doesn't want to slide and spin again, so he's going to take 1 hazard to re-roll the things he doesn't like. So he has a slide he doesn't really want, so he's going to shift up to 3. So he's got 1 shift from the template. This shifts him up to 3, so he can continue to act. Then he is going to use this shift to cancel that slide. Then use both of these shifts to cancel 2 of these hazards. And that's that. He's going to move to the end of the template. He is not close enough to that coin. He's going to be a little bit better spaced. Okay, so in gear phase 2, Waluigi's going to do a gentle. I kind of bumped it a little bit. That's touching that, so it's going to go on that template. Gentle might not have been the best move ever, but in gear phase 2, he's going to get a free, or gear phase 3, he doesn't get anything because he's in 3. He's going to roll 6 dice. A slide will put me right into the side of right in the side of Luigi, so I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to cancel that here. He's going to stay at 3. And he's going to gain 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots of coins. Coins are fun. He's going to move to the end of the template and collect this coin here. And probably that one as well. Hold the template down. Move to the end of it. Gains this coin as well. Then, what the heck? He'll boost. Spend three coins on it to walk around the other side of the table. It's a long walk. He's going to boost. He'll end up here. He ignores the template, the icons on the template as usual. He is going to touch this coin and gain an item. Normally, the other player would not know what item he has, but he gained a green shell, which looks like he's going to attack with. Why not? It looks like he can hit him, so he's going to gain a green shell. Would be this, but when you shoot a green shell, it disappears when you shoot it, so he's going to shoot a green shell anywhere along. Well, he's going to hit him no matter what. This is directly behind him. So he's going to hit Luigi. So Luigi needs a hazard roll. He's going to roll D3. He gains 1. He doesn't have 5 or more, so he's going to gain up to 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hazard roll. Not a good time. So then it is gear phase 3. Make sure this is still recording. And then Luigi goes first. And he didn't like that at all. He's going to do a gentle. Gentle. Gear phase 3. He's going to gain this coin. He might ram the back of where the coin was. Might ram the back of him. He's going to roll 5 dice. Slide is not useful, so he's doesn't really want to gain a hazard, but will. He's at 6. If I roll bad here, you might wipe out. I sort of rolled bad. Okay, so spin's not bad. So I'm going to use this shift to cancel this slide. Let's do that. Oh, he's got a bunch of coins. So he's going to use that to cancel that slide. He's going to keep the spin. Use these 2 shifts to shift up to 4 and cancel the hazard. So he's going to be in 4. He's going to use 3 of these coins to remove 3 hazards. 2, 3. He's back down to 3. And then he's going to spin at the end, but he's going to gain a hazard and a coin. So he's back up to 4 hazards. But, see what happens. So, I'm going to hold this template down. I'm going to move to the end, which is a collision. So, since it's a collision, it's hard to see at that angle. He won't be able to use whatever item he draws, but he does draw the item right now, before the collision. The item is a triple green shell. He won't be able to do anything with it because he had a collision. This green shell should have been discarded. Since both characters are past the first gate, these rare items get shuffled in. I think I grabbed them all. They're, whoever's in the last place is going to draw 5 items and attempt to gain a rare item from that draw, and then discards 4 of them. Shuffle these up a little bit. Then we're going to do a collision. Normally, the heavier cart would do a would try to do a smash attack. But since he's already at 4 hazards, this would be normally face down. Let me hide it. Grab these from over here. Hopefully I don't hit the camera. So these are prototype cards. They're both going to choose evade, so they both gain 1 hazard. and go about their business. So back to 5. Normally, he would attempt to smash attack, and he would dealt 3 hazards to Waluigi, and Waluigi would have dealt 2 hazards back. So there's that. Now, it's the same with Gaslands. When you're touching somebody, you count as not being there. It is going to be gear 4. I'm pretty sure I shifted up to gear 4 with this guy. If I didn't, oh well. I just didn't move it on the die. So on gear 4, starts getting a lot harder to pick things. Didn't move me out of the way so I can see my templates. Where is regular turn? I'm going to do a turn, which will give... Oh, it's... I screwed that up. Back on 3. So I told you I'd mess up. I'm on 3. This is 3. Waluigi goes. He is going to do a regular turn, which is a 4. So I told you I'd screw up sooner or later. It happens. It's hard to do 2 players at once. He's going to do a regular turn, which is going to give him a hazard, which he has the hazard. Then he is going to roll dice. 6 dice. Oh, that's a bunch of crap. He's going to take a hazard and re-roll all of these. That's a little better. I don't want a lot of these, so I'm going to use these 2 to cancel that. I'm going to shift up to 4. That's what I didn't do right the first time. Shift up to 4, cancel the hazard. I'm going to use 2 coins to get rid of these 2 hazards, use them as shift results. And then I am going to move to the end of the template. Let me boost. He's going to spend 3 coins to boost to get a little bit further ahead. Because Luigi's coming, it'll gain him a coin. So he's going to put this coin on this template. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see how good the camera is from here. Not really. So you guys can't really see. So I'm going to move to the end of the template. He's going to gain a coin. He'll be here with the coin. Now it's gear phase 4. I did it right the 3rd time. So in 4, he's sitting on a whole bunch of hazards, so he's going to gentle. He's going to gentle and hope that he rolls well. It kind of bumped him a little bit. That's okay. He's going to gentle. He's got 5 hazards. Whew. Spin isn't terrible. I'll hold on to the spin, cancel this hazard, shift up to 5, and cancel the hazard. Use this 1 coin to gain or to remove this hazard. I'm going to gain a hazard from the spin result. I'm going to go to the end of this template. Like that. And then I'm going to spin up to 90 degrees. I don't know if you can see this. Probably not. But I'm going to spin so I cut right past Waluigi. You'll have to trust me if you can't see it. Let me see if I can see it. Can't hardly see it. So he's right behind now. I'm not moving the camera. So he's in 5, not 6. That's his maximum gear is gear 5. So Waluigi's going to activate. He's going to gentle. Hopefully not hit anything. Very close, but not hitting anything. He is in 4. He's going to roll 6 dice. He's going to take 1 hazard to re-roll these 2. Spin will work out just nicely. Okay, so he's going to, he can't get any higher gears, so he's going to spend this shift to get rid of this, and then spend 4 shifts to gain 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's going to gain a hazard for spinning at the end. He's going to move to the end of this template and then turn up to 90 degrees. So he's going to go like, kind of spinning on a dime. So he's, let's say like that. All right, it's gear phase 5. Now, Waluigi is not going to activate in gear 5, but Luigi will. He is going to do a long and see what happens. Run over this coin. So put this coin on top of it. Oh, one thing I forgot. He just passed this. Let's rewind that. He passed the gate. He gets an item. His item is a triple red shell, which he will definitely spend a coin to deploy spinning armor. It's hard to do two people because you forget things. One person is much easier to focus on. So he's going to get spinning red shell armor, which is pretty awesome. All right, so here comes Waluigi's along. He's going to roll dice because he needs to get rid of some hazards. He's got a lot of them. Okay, you think he's just going to keep all that? And maybe he's going to keep all that. He's going to use this to cancel that. And then he is going to shift down to 4. Give him a little bit more maneuverability and remove 1 hazard. And he's going to move to the end of the template, gain this coin that's on the template. You guys can't see. Then he's going to draw 5 items because he's in last place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to look at these items. He's going to go, ooh, that's a nice one. So I think he's going to take this. So when he decided to do that, he had to discard this item. You discard the item, then you decide to pick or not. I forgot about that. Okay, so he's got a Super Mushroom. Okay, Super Mushroom gives you 2 bonus activations. I'll show you in the rulebook. Super Mushroom. A card gets 2 bonus activations immediately after this one. At the start of the first bonus activation, remove all hazards from the dashboard and set the gear to maximum. So he really, really doesn't want to be in gear 5. So he's going to hold on to this for a second. So that's going to be useful, but he's going to hold on to that so he doesn't ram right into Waluigi. So it's going to be back to gear phase 1. Waluigi gains pole position and is in gear phase 4. He is going to do a medium forward. Actually, he is going to do tricky driving, spend 3 coins, to act like he's in gear 5 and do a long. He's moving this coin onto the template because he's going to hit it. He's going to roll 6 dice. Try to get a little bit more space. A little bit more space. I'm going to gain a hazard to re-roll these. Weren't that awesome. So he's going to cancel that hazard. He's going to keep the spin. The spin might be useful. He is going to cancel 2 hazards and gain a coin. But he's going to gain a hazard back for spinning. So he's going to move to the end of the template and then spin. And gain this hazard for going to the end of the template. Then he's going to spin like that. Up to 90 degrees. Take his armor with you. That's one thing you always forget. Keep your armor with you. Okay. He's in 4. He's got no coins to do any tricky driving. So the best thing he can do in 4 is a regular turn. I gotta find it. Keep track of where your templates are. That's gentle. Where is a turn? Here's a turn. It's gonna gain him a hazard for turning in 4th. Let's just give him that now. He is gonna roll 5 dice. He's gonna roll the dice before he moves on the tablet. Okay, since I know that I'm going to use that Super Mushroom, I'm going to keep one of these spins, gain another hazard, and re-roll both of these. That wasn't the greatest thing, so that's going to cancel that. That'll cancel that hazard. These 2 will cancel 2 of these hazards. And then I'm going to gain a hazard back from the spin. Move the end of this template. And then spin up to 90 degrees. Oops. I'm going to spin so I will pass. I can drive right through that shell right there as long as I don't hit the cart. Let's do that. Spin up to 90 degrees, and then he is going to activate his super mushroom. I usually always grab 2 of these when I use the super mushroom for your 2 bonus turns. I just use ammo tokens from Gaslands. So he's going to use it. First thing you're going to do is remove all your hazards. Set your gear to maximum. That's the start of the first bonus activation. I don't think there's any other rules for that. There you go. He's gear 5. First bonus activation, I take this off. First bonus activation. He's going to do a long. I'm going to move this out of the way temporarily. He still has the spinning armor, which might come back to hurt him. He's going to do a long going straight through there. He's going to roll 5 dice. I want shifts. Slide isn't useful. Slide and spin is cutting it close. I will slide and spin. Get a little bit extra range. I'm going to gain a hazard. Re-roll these. I want shifts. That was not good. Not good. Okay. That there is going to be a wipeout. That was not awesome. Okay, so I'm going to move to the end of this template. I'm going to add the slide here, which means I'm going to gain both of these coins, which aren't going to help me. He's going to move to the end of this template, facing this way, and then rotate. Actually, if I go this way, I rotate up to 90, put him right there. Gain these 2 coins. We're going to see all the rules now. Okay, so that's first bonus activation. You really can't do a whole lot more there, except for he's gaining those 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hazards, which will have 6. I only have 1 here, but he has 6, so he is going to wipe out. So when you wipe out, you switch your gear back down to 1. This would be still in gear phase 1. So, he is going to face direction whichever I pick. It's going to be that one. He's going to scatter all his coins, which are going to be these 2. First one's going to go a short. It's a little arrow here. It's going to go this way. Just put it over here. Second one's going to be over here. Then he's going to add 2 hazards to the front of his car. Okay, so that is bonus turn number 1. Bonus turn number 2 is going to be, he's going to go through the checklist for eligibility. First, his maximum gear is equal or higher than the current gear. Yes, so you can remove a hazard. If he still has a hazard, he's going to skip a turn. So he's going to skip a turn, but he is invulnerable. So this is going to go away. It has a separate discard pile. And he's back to gear phase 1. Now goes to gear phase 2, because those were activations outside of the normal turn sequence. Move this out of the way. So now Waluigi's got to go around him. And he's immune, so it's not worth it to shoot red shells at him, because that invulnerability will just block the red shells. So he thinks that a medium, well, he is in gear 4, so a medium, wherever that is, might be safe, should be safe. Going to gain him 2 coins. 1 there and then 1 when he moves, so I'm just going to move that there. So medium should be safe. He's going to gain a shift result. He's going to roll 6 dice. And looking for a spin. No spin, does not want to slide. I think I'm going to... Dangerous. Dangerous, dangerous. So he's going to shift down to 3. Hold that there. Shift down to 3. Then cancel the slide with that. Gain 2 coins. I'll show you why. Alright, so he's going to move to the end of the template, gaining these 2 coins. Moves to the end of the template, and then sees what happens. These shells would protect him from a collision with a solid object. And that's not a solid object, that's just a regular object, so he wouldn't take hazards from that hit. So now it's gear phase 2, and Luigi, screwing this up, Luigi, his maximum gear is equal or higher to the current gear, so you can remove a hazard token. Step 2, if I could pick it up, is his current gear equal or higher to the gear die? No, so he can do a red line, which he is going to do, which means gain 4 hazards and activate as normal. Alright, he is in gear 1. So now he did a red line, so he's in gear 2. So he is going to do a medium forward and try to get rid of some hazards. Medium forward. Going to roll 5 dice. Keep that crap, maybe. I think about it. He's going to cancel these 2. Actually, let's be crazy. Gain a hazard to re-roll these 2. Okay, spin and slide is useful in this situation. So he's going to shift up to gear 3. Doink, doink. He is going to gain or remove a hazard from this and this. So he's going to remove 2 and then gain 2 from the shift and the slide. But he is going to be way up here with an item. He's going to do this and then turn to face that away. With an item. Hopefully he gets something else. He was not in last place, so he gets to draw the top one. It is a mushroom, which he is not going to use because a mushroom will give you a hazard. So he's not in the greatest shape. But he is in gear 3 with 5 hazards. So we'll see how it goes. I gotta think. Alright, so Waluigi looks like he's in some trouble. I don't think a hairpin is tight enough to get him around that, so let's do a swerve. A swerve. It's not going to be facing the best direction ever, but a swerve does not hit this thing here. It does not. But he is facing that away, which is not the greatest thing ever. He is in gear 4. He's in gear 3, so no hazards. I'm going to roll dice. This thing's still recording? Sweet. I want a spin. There's a spin I wanted. I'm going to gain a hazard to re-roll these 2. Okay, cancel this. I'm in 3. We're in. Oh, he should be in 3. Screw up. Okay. Yeah, this is gear phase 3. He needs to. What did I do? Making sure I'm doing things right in my head. Cancel that. Shift up to 4. Remove a hazard. I think I might have screwed that up. I lost track of thought. So then we're going to move to the end of the template and spin. I'm going to keep the red shells. I'm not going to grab. Actually, so here's a scenario. I could keep the red shells and fire them and hit Waluigi no matter what. He has no defense. It's like, I don't know what card he has, but he can't defensive deploy because he doesn't have any coins. So he has nothing that'll protect him. I might have a good chance to getting, this is the last gate before the end of the race. The end of the race is the finish line there. Finish line. This will rock for a second. But I might get something that's not as useful. So I'm going to keep the red shell. I'm going to move to the end of this template and hold it down a little bit so it doesn't move. Then I'm going to rotate to there, kind of on a dime. And then I'm going to fire the red shells. All three of them fire. He has no defense for it. I'm going to do he's got 5 hazards. So here's a hazard roll. He gains 2, brings him to 7. Here's 2. I don't have an item. These homing, they automatically hit. I'm going to put these over here for now. He's going to wipe out. He's going to face the same direction. He's going to remove his hazard, put 2 in front of his cart. He has no coins to scatter. He's going to reset down to gear 1. And that's the end of Waluigi activation. Okay, so we're going to do the steps for eligibility. It is Luigi's turn. His maximum gear is higher, equal or higher to the current gear, so he is eligible for activation. He removes, whoops, don't need to screw him around. He removes a token, he's going to skip his turn. Then it's going to be gear phase 4. Waluigi's going to do he's going to spend 3 coins to do tricky driving and do a long. He's trying to win. Doing a long. He's going to roll 6 dice. Hopefully I remember what I rolled this time. 6 dice. Can you see him over here? Okay, good. All right. Spin and slide gives him a little extra range. I'm going to gain a hazard to re-roll these. Hopefully I roll well. I rolled okay. So I'm going to use this shift to cancel that. I'm going to use both of these shifts to cancel 2 of the hazards, which I'm going to gain back from the shift and the slide, or the spin and the slide. I'm going to put this template here. I'm going to slide and then spin. So about there, and then at the end of that, I'm going to boost. So it's a little template. Here's a little template. Here's my little boost, and I got really close to the finish line. Really close to the finish line. I don't think it's possible for Luigi to win, but it is Gear Phase 5. Oh, it might be possible because in Gear Phase 5, Luigi's maximum gear is equal or higher to the current gear, so he can remove a hazard in front if possible. If there's any hazards remaining, which there are not, he can activate. So he can redline again. Let's do it. No Guts, no Galaxy. Redline. Gains 4. He chooses medium. He's in Gear Phase 1. He needs to get... Oh, he's going to go to Gear Phase 5 because of the red line. He has 5 dice. See what kind of magic can happen. 5 dice. Doesn't get much better than that. He has 5 shifts. So 3... Sure. He's got 5 shifts. So 3 of them will gain him 3 coins, which he needs desperately. 3 of these other ones, 1 shift here and 2 from the dice, are going to remove 3 of these hazards. Okay, so you move to the end of the template. Best I can. Then he is going to boost. He doesn't need to boost. It's because at the end of this, it's going to shift back because there's Waluigi can activate in 5 or 6. He's going to go back to Gear 1. He's going to win pole position. And he is going to do a long all the way home. Not going to roll dice, just going to win. Just move to the end of the template, and Luigi has won. Hopefully I didn't screw up too bad. I know I missed some dice a couple turns ago. But it's hard to do 2-player because you lose track of who's doing what and what's where. But that's a good idea. I showed a lot of different kinds of rules. We had wipeouts, we had a couple red lines. We had some swerves, all the fun stuff. So just because you wipe out, you see Luigi wiped out twice and still won. So just because someone's in the lead doesn't mean they're going to win. I hope you enjoyed this video, and might make another one in the near future. I just thought of something. Let's rewind back to Gear Phase 5. I forgot that Waluigi has a mushroom. He could have gained one hazard and just put this template here and moved to the end of the template. He would have won in gear phase 5 and not in gear phase 1. See, it's hard to control 2 characters. Even harder to control more than 2. But that gives you an idea of kind of how a race works without my screw-ups and my crappy overhead camera. If there's any other videos you want to watch, let me know, and I can make them. Hope you have a wonderful day.